Hey, what's up? This is Alex Brooks. This is another episode of PTE Short Stories. And today I want to cover a topic that I've ran across a lot. In fact, I'll use a story of a client that we worked with in the past. So the big question is, when you have a cold list, how do you go about warming up that list? And when I say cold, I'm saying you haven't emailed them maybe in 6 months or more, or maybe it's a list that you're just trying to test out. Emailing cold lists are always risky because you always run a chance of them really not being interested in what you're doing. Things change, people's lives change. So what we did with this particular client was they had about a list of 7,000 contacts that they had emailed sporadically, but they weren't really consistent with it, and they kind of dropped off for months, several months. So we wanted to try to reinitiate the relationship. And what we did was, since it was and here's the thing, since it was a new domain name, we wanted to tread lightly with sending out emails to these people. Whenever you have a new domain name, your sender reputation, you really don't have a sender reputation yet. And what that means is, the higher the sender reputation you have, the better chances you have of going into somebody's inbox versus being in the junk or the spam mail. So your goal is you want to have a high senders rating. So with a new domain, you don't have that. You have to take time to warm it. So that was one of the things. The other thing was this list of 7,000 contacts that they have pulled from different sources. Now, the way we approached it was we started with sending out 50 emails every 3 to 4 days. Give it some time to just see how people engage with the content. And then over time, we took a month or two. Over time, we slowly increased the amount of people that we would send an email out to. So starting with 50 every 3 or 4 days, and then we may go up to 150, and then we may go up to 300. But what you don't want to do is try to send emails out every day to warm this list up. You just want to give yourself a little bit of buffer, and that's why I say 3 or 4 days between each next cohort or group of people that you send it to. It gives you time to see if any issues are arising or any problems that you run into, and you want to catch that as you're warming your list up. I'd say 30 to 60 days. Give yourself time to warm up a list, depending on the size. This was a bigger list, 7,000 contacts, where you want to tread lightly, warm up slowly, and then over time, what will start to happen, people will open these emails, people will get more engaged with this content, and it will start to go into more of the main folder versus the junk or spam folder. And that's where you want things to end up. Now, this is not an exact science, because every email provider is different. Some people are using Gmail, some people are using Hotmail, some people are using Outlook, and they have different things that they look for that determine if something is spam or if something goes into the junk or the promotions folder. So be mindful of that, and that's another reason why you just want to take your time warming up a list. So if this video was helpful to you, go ahead, click the link below, and get signed up for our newsletter, where you can get more instructions or more tips and strategies on how to improve your email marketing and your marketing automation. So I'll talk to you guys on the next episode, PTE.